Okay, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to go from, skinny fat to skinny, or not skinny, lean, muscular, athletic, so you can put your body in the right environment to grow as tall as possible, right? Oh my gosh. Alright, so the goal is to get rid of excess body fat, right? So you don't want any excess body fat because the extra body fat that you carry on your body is going to be converted into estrogen, and estrogen actually closes your growth plates and it slows down your HGH production, and you don't want to, have that excess body fat, right? There's no benefit to having that. So that's going to be goal number one. Goal number two is going to be increasing your metabolism, right? This is going to be just as important because this is basically where the HGH comes into play, and this is going to help you stay a lot more leaner, way more easier, and you're going to be able to consume a lot of food without, putting on this excess body fat. And number three is going to be getting lean, okay? So the goal is to see visible abs, okay? If you can do all three of these, you're going to put your body in the right growth environment where your body produces the right amount of HGH, IGF-1, and produces less estrogen, right? So, why is this good for growing taller? Well, your body produces less estrogen and starts producing more HGH, and this both contributes to your height growth. And also, again, you can eat more food without gaining fat, which means you can provide more nutrients to your bones. Alright, so here's an example of, someone being lean. So Anthony Davis went from, I think, around like 6'2". I'm going to be honest, I don't really actually remember. I think it was around like 6'2" to like 6'10". And it's not even just Anthony Davis. There's plenty of players out there or people in the world who are just lean, and that's when they, peak with their growth spurts, right? Like everyone who you see get a crazy growth spurt, they're always lean. And that's because their body is in the right growth environment, right? They're lean, they're producing the right amount of HGH, they're not producing that much estrogen, they're producing the right amount of IGF-1, and it just so happens to all work together into, hitting that growth spurt. So this is how you're going to get lean and start putting on some muscle, okay? So you want to train yourself like an athlete, right? So you need to be playing your sports. Okay, so the best sport to play is gonna be basketball for your height growth, of course. But even just any other sports, right? Any sports that got you moving a lot, right? Jumping, stretching, running, all that. Play those sports, okay? Have a fun time because you're gonna be doing a lot of healthy stuff subconsciously, right? You're not gonna be thinking about how much you're running. You're not going to be thinking about how much you're jumping. You're just going to be playing the sport, having a good time, and you're going to be, putting yourself in the right environment. You're going to get way leaner from doing this too. So instead of, hopping on the treadmill and doing like 30 minutes on the treadmill, you just play a sport for like a couple hours a day because it's just so fun. You can do it a couple hours a day, and you're going to lose way more fat from just doing this. Number two is going to be building muscle. So you can build muscle easily by just doing calisthenics, right? Calisthenics is like a really good way to build muscle while being lean or while becoming more lean. Calisthenics is the perfect thing for that, because the problem with the gym is that a lot of the stability the gym has, it just comes from the machine, right? So you won't need to have a strong core to do some of the machine workouts in the gym because it's already stabilizing that for you. And on paper that sounds cool, but whenever you really think about it, you're just building a strong muscle, but it's not functional at all because you're just not doing it. You're not using your whole body. It's not a functional muscle because let's say you get put in a real world situation and you gotta lift something up. If you've been so used to, being in the gym, having that all stabilized for you, once you get into person, you're not gonna be able to do it because maybe your core is extremely weak. You know what I mean? So that's why calisthenics is the best way to build muscle, because it builds lean, functional muscle. And if you want to add a lifting into your program too, do that with calisthenics, but always have calisthenics in your program. All right. Next is going to be doing sprints, plyometrics, and jumps. Okay, so this is going to be something to do on the side. Like, this is something you can do easily just during the sports. But if you want to really take it a step further, you can also add this into your routine. So just do more sprints, do more plyometrics, do jumps. Not only is this going to cause good microfractures on your legs so you can grow taller, it's also going to, get you leaner, more athletic, and build more leg muscles, right? So you need to be dialing that in. Next is training 3 to 4 times a week, okay? You don't want to be doing this every single day. You don't want to do this like 6 days a week and take one rest day. You want to give your body some good time to rest so you can fully recover and be 100% for the next session. Because if you're just in a training session and you're like only like 60% there, first of all, it's not going to feel as good. Second of all, your body, you're way more likely to get injured. And third, you're just, you're not going to feel 100%. You're not going to be putting on as much, you're not going to get as much results as you wanted to. Like, for example, let's say you go to the gym one day, right, 100%, and then the next day you go to the gym and you're only like 40% there. If you would have took like a rest day or two, you could have came back and actually put on way more muscle this like 2 days later because your body was at 100% and fully fresh. All right. Next, you want to eat like an athlete, right? So eat whole foods, eat fruits, drink milk. Okay. So whole foods have meat, a lot of red meat. So I'll do like steak, ground beef, liver here and there. You can do chicken sometimes, right? You can do fish. Okay, that's really good. Eat fruits, so eat bananas, berries, eat oranges, mangoes. All right, these are all really good. Drink your milk. You need to drink milk so the calcium can strengthen your bones, right? Not only does it strengthen your bones, it also strengthens your muscles and all that too. So drink milk. Milk is like a superfood. Get your milk in. Some bonuses or for recovery, you want to sleep 10 hours a night every day. So you want to go to bed at the same time every single day, every single night, and wake up whenever your body, needs to. So don't set an alarm clock for waking up in the morning. If you have school or work and you need to be up by a certain time, go to bed earlier, bro. Go to bed at 7 p.m. if you have to, right? Do anything to get to sleep because this is how you're going to put your body in the right growth environment. You're going to be able to grow way taller with, adequate sleep, and you're going to be able to recover way better for your, training. Next is going to be sauna plus cold plunges. That's going to be the bonus. Okay, this is going to help you get really lean too because cold plunges help, your fast metabolism. You're going to get faster metabolism by doing cold plunges. And same with the sauna, right? You're sweating, your heart's racing, and it's like a cardio thing for you. So if you combine these two, like you do like a sauna for 10 minutes and then a cold plunge for like a minute and just repeat that for like 3 times, a session, you're going to make your fast metabolism way stronger, right? So your metabolism is going to be a lot faster. Next is going to be making a commitment, right? So if you can prove it to yourself that you are capable of transforming your physique, right? You can do the same with locking in with your height, right? You can transform your height. And you can even take that a step further. And if you can make the commitment and prove to yourself that you can transform your life from doing this stuff, you can also build, money, businesses in the future, healthy relationships, etc. Right? Anything you want, right? Because making a commitment is something that you personally do, right? And if you can truly make a commitment with yourself and actually get it done, your confidence is going to skyrocket. You're going to be able to do way more in life than the average person, right? So if you're interested and you guys want to learn how to grow taller using mechanical methods through hormones, all that stuff, right? I have a whole bunch of advanced guides. Check my top link in the description for that. And also, if you want to join my free height growth community, that will also be in the second link in the description. I believe we're on the come up. I think there's only one other community above me right now that's related to height, and I guarantee we're gonna take that over too, right? So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, let's go.